my name's George Sachs. I'm a psychologist here in Manhattan, and I specialize in ADHD. And today I want to talk about an often underreported and undiagnosed portion of adult ADD, and that is narcissism, or narcissistic personality disorder. Now, I really hate that term, and if I had more time and energy, would write to the psychologists and psychiatrists that create the diagnostic manuals, because I think because of the name and the connotation of narcissism, a lot of psychiatrists and psychologists don't want to mention it to their clients or evaluate the people they're evaluating. But I think it's very helpful to understand the mechanisms of narcissism. And basically, it's a very strong, simple defensive mechanism to avoid shame, and particularly toxic shame. So maybe they should change it to something like shame avoidance syndrome, or toxic shame avoidance syndrome, or toxic shame defensive mechanism, something like that. But I often see this in my clients and the tendencies in myself, and I believe this comes from a history of failure, underperformance, dropping the ball, slips, mess-ups, spills, etc., that occurred earlier in your life. And if you're like me, you had two high-achieving siblings, one below and one above. So my own mess-ups, screw-ups, failures, deficiencies were highlighted. So I think from a young age, we develop a kind of shell around ourselves to protect us. And one of those ways is exaggerating some of the other qualities that we may or may not have. So when I see somebody like Donald Trump and everybody says he's a narcissist, yeah, that's obvious. But what I see is the part inside of him that may have had a learning disability or ADHD or something like that, that he's working very hard to hide, repress, and deny. So this is a really important thing to discuss and be open with your therapist, your psychiatrist, etc., that you, with your ADHD, may have developed narcissistic tendencies as a way to manage the emotional impact of your ADHD as a young child. Okay, so there's no shame in recognizing the deficits we have in all areas of our lives. So the more we can own them and honor them, the stronger we will be as a person, an adult with ADHD. Thank you. This is George Sachs, and stay tuned for more.